All right, news break coming in. Rajya Sabha thriller cliffhanger in the state of Himachal Pradesh. Word coming in, CRPF security for 9 Congress rebel MLAs. Have they turned rebel? That's the big question. Himachal Chief Minister accuses BJP of misusing power. Big statement from the Chief Minister. Haryana police took the MLAs of Himachal with them to Haryana. Called the whole incident as petty politics of BJP, saying BJP has kidnapped our MLAs. 3 CRPF buses have reached Shimla. Counting has stopped in Shimla for the Rajya Sabha polls. Congress and independent MLAs have reached Panchkula. What is the number? Last time the number was 6 Congress MLAs plus 2 independents that have been ferried from Shimla all the way to Panchkula. But questions need to be asked. What is a CRPF bus doing in Shimla, ferrying MLAs from Shimla to Panchkula? Panchkula, mind you, is governed by Haryana, viewers. Shimla is governed by Congress. And the Congress Chief Minister, Sukhwinder Sukhu, while counting has been halted where Himachal Pradesh is concerned on the one Rajya Sabha seat, has said his MLAs are being kidnapped by CRPF forces and taken to BJP-ruled Haryana, Panchkula. Listen it, big charge.
काउंटिंग हॉल के पास आकर बार बार काउंटिंग ऑफिसरों को धमका रहे हैं। ये लोकतंत्र के लिए अच्छा नहीं है। अभी आपने अभी देखा कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेता बार बार आके बोल रहे हैं कि वोट क्यों डालने दिया। अगर आप वोट ही नहीं डालने देंगे तो कैसे राज्यसभा में चुनावों में वोटों की गिनती कैसे शुरू होगी? कितनी देर इन्होंने वोटों की गिनती को रोकी है? मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी की जो हिमाचल इकाई के जो नेता है उनको कहना चाहूंगा, सब्र रखिए और इतना ज्यादा लोगों को दबाव में मत डालिए। और जो विधायकों को लेकर सीआरपीएफ की और हरियाणा पुलिस की कॉन्वे जो लेके गई है, वो 5-6 विधायकों को लेकर गए हैं। और निश्चित तौर पर मैं कह सकता हूं कि जो लोग गए हैं उनके परिवार के लोग उनसे संपर्क कर रहे हैं और वो अपने परिवार से जरूर संपर्क करें।
All right, that's a big charge, viewers, and word coming in right now that 6 Congress MLAs plus 2 independents are being ferried to Panchkula, run by the Bharatiya Janata Party in Haryana from Shimla in Himachal, where the voting was taking place. Himachal, of course, run by the Congress. A CRPF bus has come along with Haryana police to ferry these MLAs all the way to Panchkula. The Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh has called it nothing but kidnapping of his MLAs. Meanwhile, counting has been stalled where the one seat of Rajya Sabha is concerned, on which Abhishek Manu Singhvi is contesting from the Congress. What's going on, viewers, where Himachal is concerned? What's going to happen? We don't quite know right now. Where the voting is taking place, the voting has been stalled. I want to quickly cut across. In the studio with me is Kamaljeet Sandhu as well as Manjeet Sehgal joining us from Ground Zero. Manjeet, coming to you first, is there clarity the number of MLAs that have been ferried to Panchkula? And a tad bit bizarre that CRPF buses are being used to ferry MLAs from Shimla to Panchkula. What's going on?
Yes, Preeti, Himachal Chief Minister Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu has in fact leveled serious allegations against Bharatiya Janata Party, saying 6 party MLAs have been kidnapped by the party. Our sources say at least 7 Himachal MLAs, including 2 independents, have been shifted to Panchkula. The allegations are that they were shifted in the CRPF buses and were also given Haryana police protection. They have been moved to a place somewhere in Panchkula. The serious allegations being made by the Himachal Chief Minister. This also proves the allegations of cross-voting, which the both sides have made the allegations against each other. The Congress was already apprehensive about the cross-voting. That is why a CLP meeting was held in Shimla yesterday. The BJP also claimed that at least 9 Congress MLAs had cross-voted for BJP's favor,
Manjeet,
and the BJP will be in a
the counting has now been stalled. There's a pause on counting.
Preeti. Yes, the counting has been paused after the BJP raised certain objections, including the misuse of the state-owned chopper to to bring one of the party MLAs, Sudarshan Bablu, who represents the Chintapurni Assembly constituency. BJP is demanding that his vote should not be counted.
Okay.
That's why the counting has been paused. It has been paused a couple of times. The Chief Minister has also accused the BJP members of shouting at the officials and threatening them as well.
All right, stay with me. Kamal, getting you in, give us a larger understanding on what really is going down, because word coming in, it's bizarre. You have CRPF buses along with Haryana police buses ferrying MLAs of the Congress and independents to Panchkula. Meanwhile, counting has been stalled. This was supposed to be an easy election for the Congress.
Well, absolutely right. It was supposed to be a breeze for the Congress party, but it is turning out to be an uphill task in the hill state. Now, what we've been told is that there are 7 to 9 MLAs who could have been shifted to Panchkula. The visuals have already coming in. There is a confirmation coming in even from the Chief Minister. Now, both the parties, whether it's the BJP or the Congress, accusing each other of playing unfair game. Now, what is expected is, because remember the voting is stalled. Now, this is anybody's guess whether the voting or cross-voting has taken place. But clearly, as far as the numbers are concerned, and we saw that earlier in the Chandigarh mayor polls also, the numbers were clearly in favor of Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party there. And here it is the Himachal government, which is the Congress government, which had 40 plus they had support coming in from 3 independent MLAs. So in total it was 43. BJP on the other hand had 25. But the tables have turned with at least 7 to 9. So obviously the narrow margin now actually draws in to very close contest depending on who's voted and who's cross-voted. And obviously each party accusing the other and pointing fingers clearly shows that there is some sort of, not just manipulation on, but or some sort of politics which is definitely on. Now, there is the CRPF and the Haryana police which is coming to picture. They've been moved to another location outside the state. Now, this has been taken cognizance of, and obviously, it will all really depend on the ballot box as to who has voted what side, because remember, BJP is also threatening they'll pull the government down and move a no-confidence motion against Sukhwinder Sukhu government if this really turns out to be true.
That's exactly what it's coming down to, but it's bizarre. I want to quickly cut across to our political panel while Kamal and Manjeet stay on with us. Sanju Verma, National Spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party. Dr. Shamma Mohammed, National Spokesperson, Congress, joins us live. Sanjay Singh, Consulting Editor, IANS, and Rashid Kidwai, Political Analyst. Sanju Verma, what till very recently, an hour ago, was a call of the Antaratma or subconscious, now seems to be belligerent use of state machinery. How is CRPF and Haryana police coming in to ferry MLAs to another state? What's going on?
Preeti, let's be very clear. Whether CRPF personnel are being unfairly deployed, that is up for debate. Let's not forget
What's the debate, ma'am, in this? Should CRPF and Haryana police... Ma'am, it is a question. I'm asking you. Please answer. What's the debate?
You asked me a question.
Ma'am, I'm asking you, what's the debate in this? Haryana police and CRPF, these are forces, central forces, state forces being used to ferry MLAs to protect them. What's the debate? It's wrong.
Preeti Chodhary, if you are going to answer on my behalf, then it is better that you don't call me on the panel. You can ask the question and respond yourself. I will say what I need to say, not what Preeti Chodhary wants me to say. Let me have my say. You can rebut as an anchor, which is your prerogative. Thank you. What is up for debate is this. I'm not going to say, oh, 2 wrongs don't make a right, blah, 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 because I'm tired of these hackneyed arguments which the media gives. Each time, the moral compass, shifts to the BJP. Whether we win or we lose, it is the BJP which is supposed to be held accountable. By your logic, I also want to ask, what is Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu, the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, doing using state machinery, state resources, taxpayer funds to shift an MLA from Chandigarh to Shimla? What was the need to do that? Why did Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu use state machinery to ferry the Chintapurni MLA to Shimla at the expense of taxpayer funds? But let me not get into the whataboutery on that. Let me say the more important thing. I was looking at your program specifically, and I heard Randeep Singh Surjewala's speech after the 3 seats that the Congress won in Karnataka. Good for them. We are not going to say, "Arey bhai, Karnataka mein jo 3 seats mili," that is because, these MLAs were not scared of the Enforcement Directorate and the income tax, because that is the narrative that has been peddled over the last couple of months. I have this to say. I will not even say that if the Congress can't keep its flock together, why blame the BJP? If the Samajwadi Party can't keep its flock together, why blame the BJP? Just a few hours back, Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu was saying, मेरे पास 40 MLA हैं, मुझे कोई चिंता नहीं है, ये 40 के 40 लो. हमारे कहने पे जो पार्टी हाईकमान कहेगी हमारे साथ खड़े हैं, हमारे कैंडिडेट के लिए वोट करेंगे. If Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu had the confidence 6 hours back that all the 40 MLAs of the Congress will vote without any cross voting, why now is the state dispensation in Himachal so rattled? I hear that 7 or 9 MLAs have decided to either cross vote or actually cross voted, and Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu's government does not enjoy majority. Out of 68 MLAs, he has 40 on paper, but actually that number might only be 31 or 32, whereas the magic number is 35 if he has to retain the government. Tomorrow the budget will be presented in the Himachal Pradesh Assembly, and Jairam Thakur, the leader of the opposition, has clearly said that depending on how the situation unfolds, we will demand that Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu shows that he still enjoys the support of majority MLAs on the floor of the Assembly, which is a right as the opposition in Himachal Pradesh.
All right, okay, I'm gonna bring in Dr. Shamma Mohammed, but I'll ask you that question again, madam, which I didn't get an answer. What is open to debate on misuse of central and state machinery, which is the CRPF and the Haryana police? Secondly, if democracy is the one that you've been quoting, and rightly so, then why is it then in a state like Uttar Pradesh and a state like Karnataka, you fielded an extra candidate knowing very well you didn't have the numbers? So either you were hoping that there will be switchovers from the opposition, or what was the need for that then? Because you didn't have the numbers, yet go ahead, ma'am.
Who is the question to?
No, this is for Sanju Verma. Dr. Mohammed, I'm coming to you right after that.
But Sanju Verma has already got 5 minutes.
Ma'am, I'll give you equal time. I'm going to give you equal time.
Thank you.
Perhaps I leave the debate. I'm telling you that.
Okay,
You speak lower her volume because she has a bad habit.
Ma'am, I'm coming right back to you. Just allow each of you exactly the same amount of time. Do trust me, I have a timer here. So go ahead, Ms. Verma, let's not talk over each other. Ms. Verma, there's a question I asked you.
I can hear the background music of this lady.
All right, can I just get Ms. Verma, and then I'll cut across to Shamma Mohammed.
Thank you. Preeti, I absolutely agree with you that, BJP was supposed to send 7, the Samajwadi Party 3. The entire halablu has come about on that extra 8th candidate that the BJP proposed. But my simple logic is this, that, we've seen in the case of Subhash Chandra in 2016, we saw in the case of Ahmed Patel in 2017, the Congress never shied away from fielding extra candidates. Point number 1. So constitutionally, the BJP is well within its rights to do so. My second point is this, that till about a month back, Jayant Chodhary of the RLD was with the Alliance and Samajwadi Party. Now that Jayant Chodhary is with us and 9 of his MLAs we knew were going to vote on the table in support of BJP, why should we have not fielded an extra 8th candidate?
Okay.
It was our prerogative to do
madam,
so.
you had your say. I can turn around and say what happened in Karnataka. But having said that, you fielded an extra candidate in Karnataka as well. You still haven't answered my question on the use of state and central machinery. Madam, please allow me to go to the Congress. I gave you time. Please allow me to go to the Congress spokesperson right now. Cutting across to Dr. Mohammed. Dr. Mohammed, the fact is, one can keep saying that, use of muscle power, use of state machinery, use of central machinery. But the fact is the writing had been on the wall for you where the state of Himachal was concerned, madam. Look how you've managed to retain Karnataka. You could have done so in Himachal. It's poor strategizing. That's what it is.
There was no writing on the wall. First and foremost, let me come in with her nonsensical argument. She says that why did we move from Himachal to Shimla to Chandigarh? Now, I can ask her a counter question. Why were Shiv Sena Eknath Shinde faction taken to Gujarat? From there, they were taken to Assam. Why did the BJP do that? So let's understand what you are. Of course, it's muscle power and money power. Basically, when in a Rajya Sabha, when there is cross-voting one, which we are not sure of, number 1, it's money power and muscle power. It is undemocratic, unconstitutional what is happening in this country. Number 2, our chief minister is clearly saying that these people are kidnapped. Simple reason, there is a CRPF and there is the Haryana police. It is very clear that they are doing everything. Let's not forget what happened in Chandigarh. Chandigarh, the presiding officer, Anil Masih, is part of the Bharatiya Janata Party. He cheated. and the Supreme Court said it's unconstitutional. There's a criminal procedure against him. So who's behind it? The Bharatiya Janata Party. They will do anything to win elections. Here, we were easily supposed to win it. But of course, they've kidnapped our MLAs. They're taking them somewhere. What is happening? Let's understand that. And she says there is, during Ahmed Patel's case, it was not an extra number. It was ours. So every time when there is a Rajya Sabha elections, they put an extra candidate and they use this money power, muscle power. So the biggest example is what happened in Chandigarh, the mayoral elections. We all know who's behind it. It's the Bharatiya Janata Party. So they are continuously...
1 second. But Dr. Mohammed, let me come in with a rebuttal. And the question is, this is not Chandigarh. It's not a presiding officer. It's your own MLAs who've cross-voted. You could have got your flock together. And it's a question that will be asked, ma'am.
No. Cross-voting, one, it's not confirmed. It's what the results are not yet out. Let us, we can't go on assumptions, one. Number two, it is not that we can control if they use, what is this, can I ask you, what is the CRPF doing there? Why is the Haryana police there? What is happening in our country? Isn't that muscle power? Why are they there? This is basically kidnapping. This is what they're doing. They're holding a gun on our MLAs. And that's what they're doing. This is completely unconstitutional. Supreme Court should come in today. This is not done. This is basically kidnapping, putting a gun on their head, taking them away.
All right, I want to just open the panel and I'll cut across back.
They're threatened to be put in prison. They're threatened to be killed.
Madam, allow me to open the panel. You both have got equal time. Equal time. Allow me to open the panel. Sanjay Singh, consulting editor, and Rashid Kidwai also with us. Sanjay Singh, in a way, one would think it's bizarre with what is really going on in Himachal. It was all supposed to be about a Rajya Sabha seat, one in total. The picture now expanding to the possible state of Himachal.
Yeah, precisely. As the news comes out, perhaps Himachal government, which was so stable with 40 plus seats, is now the longevity of state is in question. And the former chief minister said that vote of the division on finance bill was not committed. A situation has arisen. Himachal was a cakewalk for Congress. It was even considered a seat from Himachal Pradesh for Sonia Gandhi. Subsequently, she of course shifted to Rajasthan, and now she was elected unopposed. Under this scenario, of course, this reflects on the kind of management that Congress leadership did there, the state and the central leadership of the Congress party, because if their 7-8 members have not voted for or cross-voted, what is the code for voting in Rajya Sabha election? There is no whip in Rajya Sabha election. To best of my knowledge, a person who is going to vote shows his preference to his party representative out there. So party knows as to how many of them have actually cross-voted even before results are out. So party leadership of Himachal Pradesh in Congress party actually knows as to how many of them have cross-voted. Now to the question of some MLAs kidnapped, because something has happened, something similar is happening in Uttar Pradesh, where BJP, I think, is going to win its 7th candidate, or 8th candidate, so to say, 8th candidate. That perhaps will win. But a chief minister again saying that some of his MLAs have been kidnapped. We are not hearing this for the first time in Indian political history. We have heard on many occasions, but as far as
Sanjay Singh, for somebody who's been covering Indian politics for a while, I want to ask you, when was the last time that CRPF forces were used along with state police forces to pick up MLAs and take them to a different state?
Interesting question, Preeti, but there is a counter to that. Haryana police could not have come to Himachal Pradesh jurisdiction and picked up somebody from Himachal Pradesh. Of course, the person would have travelled from Shimla to somewhere on the border of
Exactly
Haryana,
my point, sir. So
and
therefore the CRPF, the central forces have been used because CRPF is deployed during elections.
I cannot speak for CRPF. I cannot speak for that. There are also so far no visuals on that counter. Visuals comes because in the age of social media, if something has happened and courts are also proactive, then this is going to boomerang on the BJP and the central police forces also. they may be called.
Okay. Because, we are trying to go through precedent, and I don't know when the last time there was precedent and CRPF forces were used. But having said that, we're going to, because it's something that's just happened, we are still looking at it. I want to cut across right now to Rashid Kidwai. Rashid Kidwai, one can say use of muscle power, use of power, all that aside. Did the Congress get its game wrong in Himachal, and horribly so? Because when I said the writing was on the wall, Rashid Kidwai, you and I both know better what went down, especially after Sukhwinder Sukhu was picked over Vikramaditya, especially what went down during Ram Mandir, where Vikramaditya went against the whip of the party and attended the Ram Mandir inauguration.
Yeah, I think, Preeti, what happens in a political party, that kind of disquiet differences, you see, but here what I find it is a bit, glaring. There's a bit of a mismatch, something that happened on January 22nd. Why should that person or that MLA be holding that and using it during, Rajya Sabha? So obviously, it is a clear case of an afterthought, calculated design and horse trading. Today, February 27th, is a black letter day for Indian democracy. Both sides, cross-voting in Karnataka, cross-voting in Himachal, cross-voting in Uttar Pradesh. This reflects very poorly. This was not the spirit of that bill, that amendment Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Pramod Mahajan had brought in 2001. This is complete blatant use by both political parties, and I'm not singling out BJP, Congress also. Might is right. Jiski lati uski bhais. How come, one or two MLAs in Karnataka cross-voted? If they had problem, they could have resigned. They could have, taken some other course. But to vote in Rajya Sabha is a clear case of horse trading. There is no doubt about it. Whatever the political representative may say it so.
All right. I just want to bring in Rajdeep Sardesai into this conversation, our consulting editor. Rajdeep, what was supposedly a comfortable win for Abhishek Manu Singhvi now is not just Abhishek Manu Singhvi in trouble, but Sukhu's government in trouble. And all of this CRPF forces now being used to actually pick up MLAs from Shimla towards Panchkula, Haryana.
Well, let me add another twist to the tale that you're telling, which is quite simply this. Let's assume, we are being told, that about 9 MLAs, 6 Congress and 3 independents have broken away, cross-voted. Some of them are in Panchkuya. That would leave, the numbers are there at the bottom of your screen, would leave both sides with 34 each. This assuming that the one vote of the MLA who was flown in by a chopper is counted. Remember, the BJP has objected and said that it's an invalid vote. But if it is 34-34, it's fascinating, because under the rules then, you have a lottery system. What does that mean? The names of Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who's the Congress candidate, and Harsh Mahajan, who's the BJP candidate, will be put in a box, and one of the 2 parchis will be taken out, and whoever's name comes out becomes a Rajya Sabha member. Now, I haven't heard when this has last happened. A constitutional expert says, I'm sure in this country something like this must have happened. I do know, though, that in a municipal corporation election in Mumbai 6 years ago, Atul Shah, a BJP candidate, lost because on a coin toss. The reason I know Mr. Shah is he was in a cricket team that I once captained, so I knew him well. And the poor guy lost out in a municipal corporation election because the votes there tallied by both sides were exact. The same votes. Both sides got exact votes. There was a coin toss. In a Rajya Sabha election, you have a draw of lots. But either way, what we are seeing really is, you could call it the reduction of a multi-party democracy to a money democracy. Because if these charges are true, that MLAs are being taken away by the Haryana police, are being kept in Panchkuya, and this is what many are calling Operation Lotus being played out, then there are serious questions as to, how do we conduct a proper democracy if money and horse trading is going to play such a big role even in Rajya Sabha elections. I know there will be BJP leaders like Sanju Verma who will say, look, it hasn't only happened now, it's happened in the past. That's not a good enough answer. The truth is, we are seeing the debasement of democracy in the manner when MLAs are horse traded or taken away by the police to another state. I mean, if you want to cross-vote, you can obviously defy a whip. You can cross-vote, defy a whip, and risk disqualification, but believe that you don't agree with the Sukhu government and bring it down. I think that every MLA is entitled to. But the manner in which it is happening will certainly raise serious questions. We seem to have moved from resort politics to security politics, taking MLAs away. But this is India now.
Before I go back, Rajdeep, to the political panelists, one quick question, and we'd like to have you in the studio soon, is the fact, what about Abhishek Manu Singhvi here? Because he's actually the lawyer for Pratibha Singh. All the cases of the family are with Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Some of the Congress MLAs who have known to have cross-voted are apparently from the Vikramaditya Pratibha Singh camp.
Well, let me put it this way. The Congress has been in complete disarray ever since it lost the 3 assembly elections, and it's in December. And at times it appears that the left hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, interestingly, Preeti, a day before the Rajya Sabha nominations, was not sure whether he should be putting a sweater in his bag or a bush shirt. A bush shirt would have meant he would have probably gone to Karnataka. A sweater would have meant that he would either go to Rajasthan or Himachal. So here was your Congress candidate not even aware. The party leadership did not even inform him till the last moment as to which state he should go to. And then he's going to a state where obviously there was a risk because there has been some disaffection in Himachal Pradesh, which the Congress clearly didn't count upon. Now imagine if Sonia Gandhi had been sent to Himachal and Abhishek Manu Singhvi had been in Rajasthan, they might have been a little safer. So the Congress's lack of management and the BJP now on an expansionist spree or mergers and acquisitions. If that's the case, then it really reveals both the state of the opposition and the nature of the BJP. And also in the wider sense, the nature of our democracy, which from multi-party, as I said, is becoming a bit of a money democracy.
All right, news break from Himachal. The counting on the Rajya Sabha seat has been put on hold. The Himachal Pradesh Congress has accused BJP of kidnapping its MLAs. 6 Himachal Congress MLAs plus 3 independents we are being told have been taken away by the CRPF as well as the Haryana police from Shimla to Panchkula. The reason why, viewers, because Panchkula is a BJP-run state and Shimla, of course, a part of Himachal Congress-run. Because there's a larger implication to all of this, not just Abhishek Manu Singhvi's Rajya Sabha seat at stake, but also possibly Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu's chief ministership at stake. Cutting across to Manjeet with the latest. Manjeet, give us the latest. What's going on?
Well, Preeti, as you said, the counting has been paused for time being. BJP had raised certain objections, including the misuse of the state helicopter to bring in one of the party MLAs, Baglu, who represents the Chintapurni Assembly constituency. He was allegedly sick. This is the allegation from the BJP side. And on the other, the Chief Minister has also accused the BJP of misusing the Haryana police and the CRPF to shift the 6 party MLAs besides 2 independent MLAs to Panchkula, which you said is being ruled by the BJP. The allegations are being leveled from both the sides, Congress and the BJP. The Chief Minister has also accused the BJP of threatening the officials here where counting was going on. It has been paused after the BJP objected. There are no words from the officials when they will announce these results. The counting started after 5 o'clock. It went on, but BJP raised the objections twice. They even shouted at the officials and shouted slogans against the Chief Minister, Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu, who was also seen inside the Assembly constituency, Assembly complex, in fact. So counting has been paused so far. The 6 MLAs, 2 of them were very vocal against the government. There are allegations that these MLAs might have cross-voted in favor of Bharatiya Janata Party. Some leaders even claimed that at least 9 Congress MLAs have voted in their favor. Even the BJP's candidate Harsh Mahajan had also claimed that many Congress MLAs were in touch with him. He had sought their help to win.
What we have been given to understand, Manjeet, is that it could practically come down to the wire, which is split even keel, 34-34, a tie, where Himachal is concerned on the Rajya Sabha seat. And what does it leave the fate of Abhishek Manu Singhvi? He's up against somebody who's been from the Congress and now been fielded by the BJP. Well, it could actually be a lottery, and where both names will be put in and one name will be put out. We don't know if that's happening because officially the counting has been stopped. I want to quickly bring in our two political spokespersons back into the conversation. Sanju Verma from the BJP and Dr. Shama Mohammed from the Congress. As we are ending the show, I'm going to give you 2 minutes each, Dr. Mohammed and Sanju Verma, to bring in your point. Beginning with you, Ms. Verma, do you think it is fair on what is going down in the state of Himachal as I speak, ma'am?
Thank you, Preeti. Preeti, you had Rajdeep on your show a few minutes back, and he specifically named Sanju Verma. And, after every debate, he says, Sanju Verma ko gussa kyun aata hai on Twitter, good humoredly. So I just want to say, Rajdeep Sardesai hamesha whataboutery kyun karte hain? But on a more serious note, I have this to say. Here a lot of stuff was said, Sanju Verma speaking nonsense. I normally never resort to ad hominem attacks. But if I'm attacked, I will respond to you in the language that you understand. I do not need lectures on what I should speak from a madrasa bred bigot. Shama Mohammed,
come
that is
on,
for you.
can we not get into this? Like, please avoid personal attacks. Avoid personal attacks. Can I just get Sanju Verma? Can I just get Sanju Verma? Ma'am, 1 minute is left. Go ahead.
Thank you. Preeti, I was hearing Randeep Surjewala after the Karnataka victory of the Congress. They won 3 seats. He said this is a reflection of how 6.5 crore people of Karnataka, their commitment to ethics, their commitment to democracy, their commitment to democratic values. Matlab, jab aap jeeto, it is a victory of democracy. But when BJP wins in Uttar Pradesh, it is not a victory for 24 crore Uttar Pradesh ke nivasi. When BJP wins in, Madhya Pradesh, it is not a victory for the 9 crore Madhya Pradesh ke vasi. When BJP wins in Rajasthan, it is not a victory for the 8.5 crore Rajasthan ke vasi. When BJP wins in Chhattisgarh, it is not a victory for the 3.5 crore Chhattisgarh ke vasi. Why is it that each time the BJP wins, we have this narrative, CRPF ka misuse ho gaya, ED ka misuse ho gaya, BSF ka misuse ho gaya. I just want to end by saying one thing. To all those who say that the BJP is a dictatorial party and peddles majoritarian agenda, in 10 seconds. Before 2014, Preeti, there were 142 occasions when duly elected governments were dismissed. Out of these 142 occasions, 103 times duly elected governments were dismissed by the Congress, and within those 103 occasions, on 49 occasions, duly elected governments were dismissed by Indira Gandhi alone between 1966 and 1977. इसलिए यहाँ बैठकर बीजेपी को
Can I just bring in? You still haven't answered my. But that doesn't correlate to what's going on right now and make sense of this. 2 wrongs don't make a right. All right, live visuals coming in. You have the results been announced? All right. While you have Mr. Thakur from the BJP, declaring its own victory. All right, this is BJP declaring its own victory. Right now, the counting is still on pause. Who you saw right now was the former Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh from the BJP declaring victory.
BJP and Congress were polled 34 each vote.
All right. We're going to try and get a better understanding. It seems BJP is declaring its own victory, but there was a tie. What has gone down on that account? Shama Mohammed. All right, all you're coming in.
प्रधानमंत्री जी को मैं बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूँ आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी को मार्गदर्शन में आगे बढ़ेंगे और हिमाचल का विकास करेंगे
Is the BJP declaring victory on its own right now? The official word, viewers, is that the counting is on hold. Shama Mohammed, 2 minutes. We'll cut across back to the visuals. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I just want to say 2 things. In what Rashid Kidwai said, he said that there has been a cross-voting in Karnataka, that is just one vote. Here, there has been no kidnapping, nothing happening there. And I don't agree with Mr. Kidwai on that. Here we have MLAs kidnapped, all right? MLAs are kidnapped and they're forced to do things. That's a different case, and you have shown the CRPF who are giving it to the Haryana police at the border. Let's understand that. And also let me point out one very important thing. Last year, K.S. Ishwarappa clearly said that we are going to do Operation Lotus in Karnataka. So they are out there. And to that stupid old hag called Sanju Verma, she should shut up and not call me a madrasa bread. This is going on for
okay,
too long.
Can we...
The stupid old hag called Sanju Verma.
All right.
Stop coming
All right. I'm going to end it on that because we are getting in breaking news. Ma'am, the results have been declared. The results have been declared and it's come at the back of a chit with what we were telling you there earlier, viewers. That's the latest news break. So the celebratory stocks that you see, it was a tie. It had come to a tie with 34-34 each. Let's listen into Jairam Thakur.
हमको मिली है विधिवत घोषणा अभी होने तो बाकी है लेकिन काउंटिंग कंप्लीट हुई है ये जानकारी मिली है और बराबर वोट 34-34 होने के पश्चात जो जानकारी है उसका हम इंतजार कर रहे हैं कि पोस्टल बैलेट बराबर हुए और उसके बाद एक वोट से जीत हुई है जो डाला गया जो पर्ची के माध्यम से वहां पर रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर करने की बात कर रही है।
क्या भाजपा के कैंडिडेट जीत गया सर?
जी जी
अभी टॉस यानी कि टॉस या पर्ची से किया जाएगा?
हाँ बिल्कुल
अभी ड्रॉ हुआ है यानी कि
34 अभी टॉस अभी रिजल्ट विधिवत घोषणा होने वाली है लेकिन उसके साथ साथ में मुझे जो जानकारी मिली है उसके मुताबिक
सर एक बड़ी बात है
आरोप का कोई अर्थ नहीं है कोई मतलब नहीं है सरकार इतना बड़ा बहुमत होने के बावजूद भी कांग्रेस हार गई राज्यसभा की विश्वास प्रस्ताव कराएंगे तो सारी चीजों को लेकर के आगे मैं सबसे पहले तो भारतीय एक मिनट भाई सबसे पहले तो मैं आदरणीय नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी को बधाई देता हूं और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के हमारे राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जगत प्रकाश नड्डा जी को बधाई देता हूं भाई अमित शाह जी को बधाई देता हूं बहुत शानदार मुकाबले के बाद जहां जीत की संभावना नहीं थी वहां बहुत बेहतर ढंग से जीत की तरफ हम आगे बढ़ करके अपने लक्ष्य को हासिल करने में सफल रहे हैं और एक बार फिर से भाई हर्ष महाजन जी को बहुत बहुत बधाई और उनके साथ साथ में अपने राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जगत प्रकाश नड्डा जी का और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के हमारे प्रदेश के अध्यक्ष बिंदल जी सारी टीम इस काम में लगी थी और इस जीत के लिए बहुत बहुत बधाई और मुझे लगता है ये सही बात होगी हमारी इस जीत को देखते हुए हिमाचल प्रदेश सरकार को अपने पद से मुख्यमंत्री को त्यागपत्र देना चाहिए।
कुल मिला के अब कह रहे हैं कि जब विधायकों ने साथ छोड़ दिया तो जनता कैसे विश्वास करेगी?
बिल्कुल सही बात कह रहा हूं मैं। एक साल में ही विधायक छोड़ करके चले गए, आप कल्पना करें।
There's been a tie on the Rajya Sabha seat, 34-34 each, and now there will be a lot. The winner will be taken out by a lot where chits of both the candidates would be put in and a lot would be drawn. However, you have Jairam Thakur, who's the former Chief Minister from the BJP of Himachal Pradesh, saying that BJP has won. Has it really happened? Because an official confirmation of that has not just come in. The BJP is claiming that it has won. Was a chit pulled out? We're trying to get a bigger understanding. Right now, what we have been given to understand, as per rule, if there is a tie, then a lot is taken out. 2 chits are put of both the candidates and 1 chit is drawn. So the BJP seemingly extremely happy, already declaring victory. Has that happened? We're going to try and get in a better understanding. It has gone down to the wire, that's for sure, and has luck favored the Bharatiya Janata Party. That's what needs to be found out. We're going to try and connect to my colleague Manjeet Sehgal, who's going to be joining us soon. But right now, the BJP on its own viewers, has declared victory in Rajya Sabha, stating that there was a tie and then a lot was taken out. Officially, no confirmation yet. Joining me is Manjeet Sehgal for more. Manjeet, what has happened? Has BJP won this election or BJP is claiming to win this election?
Yes, Preeti. Yes, Preeti, BJP has won this election. There was a tie. Each Congress and BJP got 34 each. Then there was a cheat system, and on the basis of the cheat, BJP was declared, BJP candidate was declared
Yeah, go ahead, Manjeet. Go ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead,
well,
Manjeet.
Preeti, BJP candidate Harsh Mahajan has won the lone Rajya Sabha seat from Shimla. Just look at the BJP activists who are now celebrating this victory.
Manjeet, tell me something. The lot was taken out and luck favored the BJP candidate. That's what you're saying? And there was a tie and BJP has won this through the virtue of that tie of the lot being taken out. Correct?
Yes, indeed, Preeti. There was a tie and BJP, this luck favored this time the BJP, which had only 25 votes. Cross-voting was another factor responsible for BJP's victory. As we reported throughout the day, that at least 9 Congress MLAs had cross-voted in favor of BJP. The BJP President Rajiv Bindal confirmed to us that 9 Congress party MLAs cross-voted in favor of Bharatiya Janata Party. They were not happy with their own party, their own government. A couple of these MLAs who are believed to have cross-voted were very vocal against their own government. They were not happy with the government as they were not given the cabinet berths. There are other allegations as well.
So, 9 Congress or 6 Congress plus 3 independent, Manjeet? 6 Congress plus 3 independent or 9 Congress plus 3 independents? Because then it wouldn't be 34. It's 6 Congress plus 3 independents.
Well, the exact number is not known, but the BJP... exact number is not known, but BJP President Dr. Rajiv Bindal has claimed that 9 Congress MLAs were indulged in cross-voting. They were in touch with the Bharatiya Janata Party.
But it would not have been a tie, Manjeet, because of 40, if it is 34, then 6 Congress MLAs have voted plus 3, which is independents, and these are the ones who have been taken to Panchkula. The second question, Manjeet, that I ask you as I hand over to my colleague Gaurav Sawant is, tomorrow, will the BJP move a no confidence motion against the government? What are they saying?
Yes, BJP President Dr. Rajiv Bindal and former Chief Minister Jairam Thakur have categorically said that they will be moving a no confidence motion against the state government, which is now a minority government, as 9 MLAs, 6 believed to be from the Congress, cross-voted in favor of BJP. And BJP candidate Harsh Mahajan has now been declared winner after the counting was paused, and then there were a number of pauses. BJP raised certain objections, but finally chits were used and it was in favor of Bharatiya Janata Party. Harsh Mahajan has now been declared a Rajya Sabha candidate. And
all right, so with all that is going down, that has gone down, it went down to the wire. There has been cross-voting because apparently the Congress had it in the bag, not quite so. And then ultimately it was luck that favored the BJP candidate Harsh Mahajan, who actually is from the Congress and now shifted to the BJP.